So thank you so much, Abhijit, Premraj, and thank you so much, Shrenik sir, for that wonderful presentation. And I think I'm more enamored by your the courage of your journey, because I'm a doctor, practicing doctor, and I've seen people undergoing this surgery when the larynx is removed. First and foremost, when they hear that they have cancer, that itself kills them. द नाम से ही आधी तो जान पूरी, आधी क्या पूरी जान निकल जाती है. उसके बाद में जब वो सर्जरी के बारे में बताते हैं, when the ENT surgeon discloses to them or the onco surgeon discloses to them that you will be may not be able to talk later on, that is another very, very painful experience. You know, there are some people who lose their voice after stroke, and they regain their voice because they still have the larynx with them. They have to only do exercise with the speech therapist, and they regain their voice to a certain extent. But what you have undergone is like amazing, because your full larynx has been removed, and after that to go for the training of voice, and for after that to train the whole world. What I understand is you're, I think, 24 or 25 years after the surgery. Am I right? Yeah. So that itself is very, very inspiring. And the two things that you told I really liked. One is flexibility in life. Flexibility is such an important thing. It's like water, you know, wherever it goes, you know, water के सामने अगर कोई पत्थर आ गया, कोई bolster आ गया, कोई mountain आ गया, वो डरता नहीं है. He just goes around it, above it, below it, above it. And that flexibility, I think, is a very, very major thing in getting well after cancer or getting well after anything. And the second thing which I loved about your speech was the no complaint box. That is so important. And I'm telling everybody that from today onwards, I'm going to see to it that I'm going to become aware that before I open my mouth to complain about something, I'm going to remember Shrenik sir, and I'm going to not open my mouth and not complain. Thank you so much for that. And amazing and standing ovation to you, sir, for the work that you're doing, for the message that you're spreading, and for the encouragement that you're giving to the whole world, to the patients, to the unborn child, what you have brought. And you're doing it from a place of space inside your heart of service to the mankind. So thank you so very much. I really bow down to you, and I salute you for what you're doing, sir. Thank you very much.
Shrenik sir, I have been impressed by you even before. I think I visited your office in Powai. I went and met the lady there. I also saw the classes that you run. And when I think of you, I remember 2 or 3 people, you know, whenever I've seen them, Les Brown, you know, the famous Les Brown. So he had lost his voice, and how he also reinvented himself, but he didn't have, you know, he wasn't in the situation in which you are, and yet you have gone so far to become an influencer. Of course, he's also an influencer, and now he is actually on his last few days. And even then, I mean, I find that inspiration. Every day he is speaking, even though he knows only he has a few days left. I remember also Stephen Hawking, but he did not, although he succeeded so much as a scientist, he did not have, and he had a lot more encouragement. He has not reached, I think, this level of acceptance which you have. And the third person whom I remember is Dilbert, the cartoonist. Very few people know that he has also had the same position, and he doesn't have his voice, but his voice comes out through his cartoons still. But you have not taken the support of, you know, all those gadgets and, you know, like the cartoons which Dilbert still comes, we still see them, though he has no voice. But you have found your own voice in your own way. So it is very, it's very inspiring. And that's why I came to Sound of Silence. And my intention was actually when I moved to Chandivali, it was, in fact, I had come there to explore volunteering with you. But I only met, I think, the lady there. I forget her name. And somehow that did not happen because I volunteered with Udan, which is not very far from where you are. So yeah, I was impressed by the people. I got a good response when I called Sound of Silence, actually, which I didn't get from other NGOs. So I visited your office. So I have some.
Thank you for that share.